I got a dick pic, and it was the first time we were in India. I opened it, and it actually like made me feel worse. Like when I looked at it.
No, I remember that because I was there with you, right?
Yeah.
And then like you put it down and you said, "Daddy, you're so big," and then that's what you
like,
typed to him.
I mean, I had to.
And welcome everybody to episode 15 of
Gen Xenophobic.
I'm your host, Wyatt Figueredo.
I'm Luca Branches.
And Luke, what's up this week? What's up?
Nothing much, dude. I mean, my allergies have been horrible. I've been destroying tissue boxes. You know when you like, I don't know why every tissue box I have is just ripped up and like destroyed. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like you put the tissue box down in the car, like this next thing you know it's flat. You're like, how do I have a flat tissue box?
It's just been flattened and like I don't know why I just crumble it into a ball of tissues. Like it could be full. I don't care.
You know what I do every time I'm sick? Oh, sorry.
What? No, what?
Every time I'm sick, I use so many tissues. I rub my nose raw, dude.
Yeah, look if you can see
my nose gets
my nose
Indian
right
burns.
Now. Seriously.
No, and nobody wants to see that.
Everybody wants to see that, but yeah, dude, I usually just rip off the plastic part of my tissue box that's meant to help you. Just rip that off, so I just have to dig in for the tissues, you know? But
ew.
What's going on with me this week actually is I've been watching Love on the Spectrum. Have you seen that?
Oh, nice. No.
I know, it's a pretty good show.
You got an audition for that, right?
No, literally.
No.
But
I've seen a little bit of it.
Dude, the funniest
That's what
part
they
of
call
that
the
show-
Jersey Shore, right?
Yeah. But
Joke writing.
what was I gonna say? Yeah, I've been watching Love on the Spectrum with Mom, and the funniest thing is every new character that pops up, like no matter who they are, Mom is like, so are they autistic too? Are they like, do they have Down syndrome? It's like, Mom, that's just a fat guy.
That's
like,
his dad. Dad.
Yeah, it's like, this is not even like.
Is it autistic people that have to date other autistic people, or are autistic people going out of their league?
No. Weirdly, all the women on there are really hot, and they're all autistic. They're pretty hot.
Really?
They find the hottest, and then they find the ugliest guys. Just oh
really?
My God.
Well, this is such an American show. It's like 90 Day Fiance. Shout out to Marty Cunny has a joke that 90 Day Fiance is the most American show because if you lose it, you're kicked out of the country. This is the second most American show because we took autistic people who are like, let's watch them fuck. Like,
no,
that'll be good entertainment. And it is.
So,
it's great entertainment.
No, the funniest thing though is you do get to see these really ugly guys going on, but they kind of measure it in how autistic the people are with who they set them up with, right? Like this one guy who's really, really autistic. They set him up. They couldn't even find another autistic person to match him, so they just went with a Down syndrome person. And then
are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, there's a point.
Is that allowed?
Yeah, it's allowed. What? The guy's not like the guy's really autistic, like really.
Okay. So, wait. Would you say a regular person's allowed to date a Down syndrome person?
No, dude. Why are you acting like this is a big deal?
No. How autistic is this guy? Because I know autistic people, and they should not be dating Down syndrome people.
No, dude. He's like a
Down
totally normal
syndrome
guy.
people need to be dating the Care Bears or something.
Yeah. No, yeah. Literally, if Down syndrome people should be dating fictional characters, that would be legendary. But no, he's like a little autistic. He just has like he's really like he's like like that autistic. You know what I mean? like he's the kind of autistic where it's like you ask him a day, he'll tell you that like whatever like what day was like fucking 5/7/1924. He'll like Monday, and then it's like, oh shit, dude, this guy's like autistic.
And then nobody checks. They're just like, he just knows. He just fucking knows.
Yeah, nobody's fact checking those guys. It's just like, all right, yeah, I guess he's
like,
right.
how you gonna just scroll? Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm not going on the calendar app and going, hey.
I want autistic chat GPT there. Like, I just want an autistic guy that I can just ask basic ass questions, you know, and he'll spit out answers. I'll be like, who won the most Grammys? And he goes, Drake Bell. And I'm like, okay, that's true.
Yeah, I know.
You know, whatever.
Yeah, what's
Bad
the
Bunny.
diameter of the moon?
Okay.
Yeah, like,
what's the diameter of the moon? Yeah. 43,000 miles. I don't know if that's true. He's autistic, and he told me. I believe him.
I think that should be
believe him.
that's like a source on an essay. You should be just Kyle, like Kyle the autist. Okay, then yeah, I mean that's pretty factual.
I like that.
Yeah. What?
No.
Yeah, source. But yeah, man, what's been up with you this week? Anything?
Yeah, I woke up in the best way you could wake up. Okay, I wake up, I check Instagram first thing before I even breathe. Yeah. Okay, and somebody had sent me a titty picture. How sweet is that?
Okay,
how sweet is that?
I see you, man. You're
it's
on
not
the come
enough
up
to
right
just
now.
give a follow, guys. It's not enough to just follow.
Was it like raw titties?
No.
Like
it was not.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
it was just a cleavage.
Why'd you even tell me?
I just thought it was interesting because they listened to my slide puzzle joke, and then why? You're getting titty pics out here? What do you get, Luke? What do you get?
I mean, I have it all, dude. You want something? I got some dick pics.
What you got?
Dick pics uncircumcised, dick pics circumcised. I got everything. A little bit of everything. I've gotten butthole pictures. You've
gotten butthole pictures?
Yeah. I've got
Are you serious?
videos of just people sending me this. Yeah, pretty crazy.
Oh my god. You're in my broadcast channel?
Yeah, literally. No, I mean, the funniest thing is these guys like sometimes they just I remember one guy sent it to me and I always found it funny.
Are these all for men, first of all?
So, not the butthole picture. The butthole picture was from a woman. I've gotten two, actually. One from a woman, one from a man.
Her woman parts weren't in the picture?
No, that was in the picture, too. That was a nice, okay, I see you.
Wait, then why did you even mention the butthole? It was primarily of the butthole.
It was clearly, she was not trying to show her she was just trying to show the butthole. Like she was like opening the cheeks.
You're sitting there in full Monsters University, full Monster University merch, just like looking at her butthole. Like this is not what.
No, I opened it in class because I
for.
didn't know. Well, that's the problem. I know whenever I get a photo, I'm like, all right. Like, let me lock in.
This is going to be something.
First times, yeah. This is one of the first times it happened. So I was in Spanish class, like, with my friends or whatever. And I was just like, let me open this. It was just a video for butthole. I was like, God damn it, dude. Like, I can't. But, dude, it's weird. Yeah. What's up?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I had this old joke that I did on 2 podcasts ago on First World Problematic where I was like,
nice.
Listen, women, like, we really care about personality. So, like, if you really want me to notice you, take your like really good personality traits and write them on your tits. Like that's what I said, something like funny. That. And this girl actually sent me a picture of her tits, and she wrote, "I can cook" on her.
That's hot, dude. That is hot. That's nice. But what I was gonna say, is I remember receiving because I always find these funny whenever I get a dick pic or something. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I just like I just tell them like fuck off and like what the fuck are you doing, and then I like restrict them or something. And but this guy, I got a dick pic, and it was the first time we were in India. I opened it, and it actually like made me feel worse. Like when I looked at it, like I just looked at it, and I was like,
yeah, you're just like, why did this happen to me?
No, I was like, oh my god, like this is like it just made me feel a little bit down.
No, I remember that because I was there with you, right?
Yeah.
And then like you put it down and you said, "Daddy, you're so big," and then that's what you typed to him.
I mean, I had to, but. Yeah, it was weird because I could kind of see it from a woman's perspective for a second there. And then I realized, like, I'm an alpha male. But, before that, for the split second, I was like, wow. Like,
so once the alpha kicked in, what did you do? Once the alpha kicked in, you were just like, nice dick.
I sent him a picture of my dick. I was like, look at this shit bigger, bro. Stop being a pussy, bro. But I sent him a picture of me full handing it.
I love the idea of you send some influencer or comic or someone you like a picture of your dick and they send one back. Jesus Christ.
That's gangster. Speaking of talking to sending influencer stuff, dude, I remember when I was a kid. This is weirdly.
Oh no! Are you one of the kids who was talking to fucking celebrities?
Yeah,
that's
I
so
really
embarrassing.
was trying.
Why are you doing that? Why?
No, well, what I was trying to do is I'd always DM them like.
You get yourself molested.
Seriously.
Again.
I was like 8 or 9 or 10, and I was like DMing celebrities like I know you're never gonna see this, but like I'm a huge fan. No, just hear me. Just hear me out. And I never realized how cringe it was. I was like, and I know the fact that I said, this is literally what I would type. I know the fact that I said you're never going to see this just makes it seem like I'm saying that so that you will see this and then respond, because I would go through my whole thought process in these guys' DMs. Because I thought
like
it would
which
make it
celebrities? Who?
Dan Povenmire. He created Phineas
Who's that?
and Ferb.
That's not a celebrity.
He is
Wait,
a celebrity.
what?
He has millions on TikTok, but
You're just sending that to creators of your favorite shows?
No, and like random people, like random, just some guy, just some dude. I know you're never gonna see this, but no, I would send this to like creators and stuff, like influencers, like Kylie Jenner, like random people, right?
You sent it to Kylie Jenner.
No, okay, I didn't send that. But you know what's funny is now I get those DMs, and I realize literally everybody says that I know you're never gonna see this butt thing. Literally everybody in my DMs is like, I know you're never gonna see. It's like, shut up, dude. Okay, like if you just were like, what's up, like. I'll respond, but not if you're trying to pity me into responding. Like, but yeah. It's weirdly full circle, and I deleted all my past messages from all that because I cringed so hard. But
you were able to find all them? Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Luke, I finally have new tour dates to announce. You know the best part, guys? The best part of the tour dates? Luke is not on these. Luke's not on these.
Man, fuck these tour dates. Nobody go to these shows. Nobody go.
No, guys, you gotta go. You gotta go. Guess what? That means I have to do double the amount of time. Hell yeah. All right. Europe dates. Luke doesn't get to go to Europe. I've been practicing saying Europe because Dad taught us to say Europe, and then you sound like a fucking idiot. But here we go. Here we go. Tour dates. May 10th in Dublin. May 11th in London. May 13th in Brussels. May 14th in Luxembourg. May 17th in Rotterdam. May 18th in Barcelona. May 21st in Vienna. May 23rd in Prague. And May 24th in Berlin. Pull up!
Dude, I have a busy schedule of jerking off on those days, actually. So, good thing. I'll be doing something even better.
I mean, same, but I'll be in Europe. I was talking to Rohit today, and Rohit just brought up a really funny story of Dad,
Rohit's our family friend, yeah.
Yeah, Rohit's our family friend. He's the one that's in the Philippines. We've mentioned him for sure. But, so our dad... Sometimes he doesn't have the social awareness where he says something and he doesn't know that it's not how it's going to affect all the people.
Yeah, well, I mean, all dads are a little weird like that. Like, they just like doing weird shit here and there. Yeah.
Yeah, so, Luke, do you want to start this story? Because basically, why was Rohit there? So, Rohit was...
So, basically, Rohit... he lives where was he at the time? He was going to UC Berkeley at the time, and he lived about an hour away, and he happened to be in the town that we live in, and he was just hanging around there for a play. I guess he was going to see a play with his friends or something, and so he was hanging around a park, and so we went to just go pick him up to hang out, is how the story starts, yeah.
Rohit was supposed to hang out with Luke at the house.
Yeah.
That was their plan. Like, hey, let's hang out with each other. It's been a while since we've seen each other. All of a sudden, Dad comes down, probably thunderous downs the fucking stairs.
Yeah, I know.
When he walks down the stairs, like...
No, I mean, that's all dads. You can just hear them coming from a mile away. They're not trying to...
Yes, there's no sneaky dad. Like, if your dad walked in on you masturbating, there's something wrong with your hearing. Like, go to the fucking doctor.
Yeah. Literally, it's just like the guy is like knocking on the floor
as
hard
dude,
as he can.
Come on. It's like creaky wood and he's 230 pounds. Like, if you didn't hear that coming, you're going to die. You're going to die in life. But, so Dad comes down and he's like, all right, guys, we're going to Uncle Tony and Auntie Moni's house. Because I guess Dad wanted to go hang out with Uncle Tony. Yeah. And so he just takes you guys because he's like, fuck, I'm supposed to watch these kids. So, apparently... Rohit knew pretty much nobody there. He's met like some of those people, but it's like he's about to go to like a family dinner that Dad is crashing. Dad, like, Mom and Ruth always get mad at Dad because of like, Dad, like, you have to tell people if you're going to go over so they can prepare enough food. Dad just like, I'm going over. Hey, I'm coming over right now, joining your family dinner.
I'm right outside.
And I'm bringing two children. I'm bringing two children, one of them that you don't even know. So Rohit's there at the family dinner, okay? And he knows nobody. He's kind of just sitting there in the corner. Not in the corner, but, like part of the table. Everyone's talking. And then Dad just walks over to Rohit, and he does that thing where he hugs him from the back. He's like, hey, guys, this guy got himself kicked out of the Peace Corps. And then Dad just walks off.
Why would he do that? Dude. That is the most awkward way to ruin a situation. I mean...
And it's the funniest part is Dad to even realize that, like, he just fucked this guy. Because that's, like, an awkward thing that happened to him. These people don't know him. And then the whole family is sitting there like, oh.
Because you know what's funny? Yeah, he walked in. I don't know why he walked in, right? He just walks in, I guess, to fuck Rohit over in mind. And he walks in, hugs him from the back. This guy got kicked out, just walks out and just eats dinner somewhere else. Like, he didn't all explain it. He just leaves Rohit to handle it. It's so funny. Yeah.
Seriously. I love that. I love that because just putting someone into such an awkward position, it's not good for anyone. It's not good for Rohit. The rest of the table didn't want that information. Yeah. Dad just decided to come and just drop this like little bomb on the fucking conversation for no reason.
Oh, it was really funny.
That's and when I heard that story again, I laughed for a long time because that is just so our dad. Dad would just do that shit.
Just how do I make this pretty awkward without realizing I just did that? And it's really funny.
It's really funny. Apparently later, like, Uncle Tony was sitting there and like Rohit had made a few jokes. Like, oh, haha, you guys all left because his family moved away from Walnut Creek. He's like, yeah, I'm just alone here now. And Uncle Tony's like, listen, son, you can come here whenever you want. Whenever you feel the need, come here. And that's so awkward because you have to be like, oh, thank you so much, Uncle. But
it's nice, but it's like, I'm never like...
Yeah, no, it's not happening, dude. It's not happening. Also, apparently the best part is Luke foresaw
I don't even remember this. I don't remember
but apparently they were in the car on the way there, and Luke goes to Rohit, and he's like, I live for this. And Bert's like, what? And Luke's like, this is going to be so awkward for you.
Oh, that's so funny. I know for a fact I did something like that because I know this was around the time, probably like 14, 13. This was around COVID times as well. And Dad would just go over to Uncle Tony's house as much as possible. And it would just be so funny. And I would enjoy it. So, yeah. Just because it would be like, yeah, we're just crashing it kind of. It's fun. But, yeah, I enjoyed it.
Oh. Also, if you want to know what makes comedian laugh, it's definitely stuff like that, where you just put someone to a super awkward social situation for no reason, just because you want to see them struggle.
Oh, yeah. Awkwardness is huge. I mean, that's why...
It's really funny.
Whenever my friends and I are, like, going somewhere or something, like, I especially want to go if I know it's going to be awkward for them or for me or for anyone.
Really?
Just because that's, like, a story and that's, like, a fun thing to do. Like, having it be awkward.
Give an example.
I make it even more awkward when I'm there. Okay. Ooh, this is a real Patreon thing to talk about.
No, because Kalia used to do something like that until, like she would just go up to people like, you know why it has 100,000 followers? I'm like, God damn it, Kalia, what the fuck?
It's really awkward. But here, I'll tell this. So basically shit. So basically at this party, this guy hooked up with this other girl, right? And his name is Seabass, right? And so we basically, like, 2 weeks later, which was this weekend, we went over and we were hanging out with a ton of girls, and yeah, she was there, the girl who he hooked up with. And so it was just, we planned this out beforehand, me and my friends, and it was just so funny to us. I was like, all right, guys, I'm going to make a pun because I wasn't at the party. I wasn't at the party, right? But I was like, all right, guys, I'm going to make a pun saying that I was at the aquarium when you guys were at the party. Okay? Here. So
I think I get it.
We enter into the function or whatever that we were going to. It was just like a small gathering. And it was really awkward. Already it was kind of tense. But then I go up to the girl and I'm like, hey, I'll just use a fake. Hey, Sophia. Yeah, so I wasn't here last weekend, but I heard that you had a pretty fun time. I was actually at the aquarium, and all my friends were already like dying laughing because it was just so funny at the time.
So
right?
rude.
And she was like, "Oh, really? Oh, okay." And she could tell something was off, and I was like, "Yeah, I was at the aquarium with my brother, and we were looking at the fish, and I told him I see bass, and it was just so funny." It's not funny right now, but it was so funny just because. Like,
how did she react?
Crying. Well, she was just like, "Man, fuck you, Luke!" Like, oh my god,
she said that. Oh, damn, she was self-aware. That's nice of her. That's cool.
But my friends and all were laughing. No, because we were already making fun of her for it and shit. It was so funny though. Just that awkwardness right there.
All right, I want to tell the other dad story about the awkward. What do you think? Root doesn't listen to this podcast.
I think better not to. I think on the Patreon.
Oh, this would be so funny for this one, though.
Still.
All right. Well, if you're going to listen to the Patreon episode, then I guess you'll hear this story, which is what even brought up the fact that Dad is doing awkward things. Yeah, let's take an ad break. Are you enjoying this episode?
Blah, 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 blah. Mr. Fake.
Maybe like a second episode? I get to be Billy Mays, dude. I get to fucking... I get to like infomercial this shit.
You get to watch this ad because we want you to subscribe to our Patreon. Thank you.
For the low price of $4.99 a month, you can have access to not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 additional episodes of Gen Xenophobic. That's right, on Patreon. We do a second episode every single week. And not only that, if you subscribe in the next 10 minutes, you also get access to our tour videos. So go check out the Patreon.
Yeah, I'll post nudes on there.
Luke's going to start us off, guys, with our new Gen Z word of the week, which is our new segment. So go ahead.
So this word is not very, it's a bit outdated, but not very since it's still used. But it's not used in like...
Why did these words get outdated in 2 weeks?
Yeah, they do. It's like literary movements if it was just like that. But basically, this word, it's not used in like actual conversation. It's more used only on reels, but it's called Gurting.
Oh, it's used online? How do you spell it?
Gurting or just Gurt. Basically what this is they just show, the reel is they show a picture of an animal and then they say, then the animal's doing something and then like the caption is, what he's doing is very smart, but also very dangerous. And then it's just a ton of things that say, side out, side out, side out, side out, side out, side out. Basically. Side out.
That's Gurting?
Yeah, that's what Gurting is.
Where does the part Gurt come from? I thought there was going to be something with Gurt in this thing.
No, the point is that it's Gurting. That is Gurting. Basically, it's like when you say somebody is doing something very smart, but also very dangerous, and then yell side out for about 2 minutes.
That's very specific. Do you know how that got started?
No, I don't know. I don't know at all the origins. I was barely in on this. This was all my friends. It was like, it's like weirdly.
How do you spell Sibout?
I actually don't remember. I think it's Sidebout, but I think it's also an abbreviation.
Sidebout. Interesting.
Sidebout.
So you're telling me this is a cool thing to do.
Not cool.
Like this is very smart, but also very dangerous. Is that a quote from somewhere or something?
No, it's just hilarious. Because if you're thinking about, like, if somebody does something, you're like, ooh, that's very smart, but also very dangerous. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's
just like, why did you just say that? Like,
yeah. Like, what is this, chess commentary? Like, what are we doing here?
Very smart, but also very dangerous. It's just a funny, like, thing. So I think, yeah, that's why.
But then where did the Sibout come from?
That's just a part of it. I don't know where that came from. Sibout. And that's what, like, a thing people say now. Like, if you're just saying, like, Sibout, like, yeah.
If there's a lull in conversation, you just Sibout.
That's a new autism update, actually, yeah.
That's cool. That's in the new patch?
Yeah.
Your neural like, downloads the new autism, and you're just like, you guys are all on the same operating system. You know what I did this week? I did karaoke in Flushing. You ever done karaoke?
No, I've never. I probably done it like once or twice. Yeah.
I was there with all Asians. Shout out Peng Dang. That's what I was there with. Peng Dong. I forget how to say his last name. I don't know if you say it the same way as the first name.
I feel like it just works. It's like it sounds cooler if it's like Peng Dong. Okay, I'm not even gonna try to say this.
I don't know. Yeah, see, it's difficult. It's difficult, but he's a friend of mine, and he invited me to go to karaoke with them. And people were singing English songs for sure, but there were also a lot of like Mandarin songs that I did not know, but they seemed so funny. Like there was one that was called "I Love Taiwanese Girls," and they were just like belting it at the top of their lungs.
Is that like the California girls of that, like of Asian people?
I don't know, but isn't it like supposed to be kind of controversial to recognize Taiwan like that?
Yeah, and true, actually.
Is that crazy? I mean, it's because we're racist, but they can tell the difference between Taiwanese girls and Chinese girls?
Yeah, I wouldn't call that racism on our part, though. I just call that unfamiliarity.
Yeah. It's like, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah, I mean, it is insane that they can recognize, like, how the fuck do they see that? It's just such slight differences. I honestly can't recognize any differences between white people at all. Like, most of them, mesh together for me. I hate blonde girls. No,
that's very true. That's very true. You hate blonde girls? That's a take. That's a take.
Yeah, not into
blonde. I kind of agree. Brunette is where it's at.
Brunettes are just heavenly.
Okay, we got to stop. We just get Luke on brunettes every time, and then, like, this episode goes nowhere.
True.
Have you ever done karaoke is my point.
No, I haven't. Or I've done it, like, once or twice.
Would you do it?
Yeah, I'd do it. Dude, I'm doing an audition right now where I have to sing.
Okay, so
I don't know how
say
to
you
sing.
had to go on stage karaoke by yourself. What song you doing? And do you think you'd be able to do it, or would you be too nervous?
Dude, one show I had to do was half. It was.
I
Half
was there for that.
No, you weren't, but you were watching it live stream. It was half singing and half comedy. And basically, I was originally chose to do DNA by Kendrick Lamar.
Why did people? Wait,
Like-
you had?
like
Oh yeah,
lip-syncing?
you had to lip sync.
But then I realized how cringy it is to lip sync a rap.
Got royalty. Oh my god,
Yeah.
because you'd have to act black the whole
Yeah.
time.
And so then
That
I
would've
just
been
changed
really
it to
cringe.
like Mundy and to Bach. By
Oh, equally
Jay-Z, no.
cringy.
No, that was really fun actually. The whole audience loved it. And because I brought people up on stage to do the dance with me, it was really fun. But yeah, no, I would
Okay.
say
If you had to sing though, in front of like an audience there for karaoke, could you do it, or would you be too nervous?
no, I could do it. I'm not worried about not doing it. I'm worried. I just don't think I'd do it well, but I would do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but you
It'd
just
be
have to do
fun.
it with confidence. What song would you do? You have to choose a song. DJ's like, you need a song, Luke.
Dear, I
My
fear
my
we're
go-to song-
facing- What's that one song like? No.
Remember, if you choose a woman's song, it's gonna be really hard for
Yeah,
you to hit the
true.
notes. My go-to is Santeria by Sublime. You can't choose
that's
that.
a good
now.
one.
You can't choose that now.
Yeah,
So choose a different one.
Another one, Bites the Dust by Queen. Just try to
It's
hit
really
the hardest.
difficult. Yeah, just
screaming.
don't choose
see.
any Michael Jackson or Freddie Mercury.
Probably Steve's Lava Chicken. Probably choose that one. La 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 lava. No, I actually don't know.
Real topical humor you're doing here today.
No, I don't
Wait,
know,
are you-
dude. Yeah, I know.
Come on, gun to your head. You know what I sang at Flushing thing? I sang "Happier Than Ever" by Billie Eilish, and afterwards somebody was like, "Who hurt you?" And I was like, "Okay, I guess you can't sing this. I just wanted to sing a ballad. You know what I mean? I wanted to belt."
I'd probably do like "Fly Me to the Moon" or something fun. Like,
Okay, so you can only choose one sung by women. Like you are incapable.
are you
of
retarded? It's by Frank Sinatra. Or Frank
Oh, there are a
Sinatra
lot of
sings
different
it.
iterations.
Yeah.
There are a lot of different iterations.
Well, I think that was
But that's
the
a
main
deep
one
voice.
that made it big.
Doing.
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among
Oh
the
yeah,
stars.
fuck. My bad.
What?
You're gay. I don't listen to anything by male artists because it's gay. I listen to only
That's-
female artists.
I mean, that's really true because if there's not a woman shaking their ass on stage 24/7, I'm gay then. I need
That's
to be
how I feel.
constantly braided. Yeah.
Yeah, all my entertainment has to have some facet of porn. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's gay. You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
mean,
There has to be
obviously.
the entertainment has to be a little porny.
Seriously, I mean, if I'm reading Magic Treehouse and it doesn't have like a couple of stickers of like some ebony girl like shaking her ass in the what's called?
No,
I'm not gonna read it.
what's the name of the girl in Magic Treehouse? She's shaking her ass.
Annie? Is it?
I think it's
don't
Annie.
know.
Yeah, Annie's busting it down.
Yeah, you
like
just
where's
gotta
the
see, like-
where's the treehouse taking us to this time? The club? Oh shit! Annie's in a rave outfit. Like, you put me in this. Oh my god, thanks Merlin. And then she just bust down Tatiana, and then Jack is there like
That
His
would
name is
love
Jack,
that.
right?
I don't know, dude. I never read Magic Treehouse.
You're a fucking
That was
idiot.
for the nerd fags. Like, it's like you read Magic Treehouse. What
I
are you,
liked
like,
Magic Treehouse. What did you
Much would
read? You
prove
probably
it.
read idiot books.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid. All right, no, I read.
That's
Here's what I read. I read a series of unfortunate events. Diary of a Wimpy
You
Kid
read
was
the
my
whole
favorite
thing?
book
You read-
series.
you-
I read almost every book in that series. Yeah, but that
I
was
mean,
just
everybody
for
loves Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
that was just for AR pages because like AR. Dude, here's a funny thing. So, accelerated reading is like a program where you have to like answer quiz questions. But me and my friend Charlie, we had a system of like where I would read the book and take notes on it, and I would write down every question on the quiz and answer to it, and then I would give
Wow.
him the sticky note, and then he would give me another sticky note for a different quiz. So we would be trading it, and
But
so we
What did
started
the
a
teacher
cartel.
notice that you guys read the exact same books?
No, you just do it a month apart or something. It's not a big deal. Yeah.
And how
so
young were
we
you guys doing when you were doing this?
like 7th and 8th grade. And so
Oh,
like
okay,
11,
you weren't
12,
young.
13. Yeah. And so we we distributed it throughout the classroom. It was actually good, like payment and shit. You'd get money, you could get a lot of good shit. It was like interesting.
You create a black market.
Yeah.
At St. Mary's.
Yeah. My favorite part was I love the hierarchy and the capitalism behind like recess. So what I would always do is I'd pay people in snacks to cut the line in Foursquare.
Oh yeah. I was actually going to bring this up where at my middle school, which is Foothill Middle School in Walnut Creek, California, you either could buy fucking snacks from where you're supposed to, the cafeteria, or you can buy them out of the backpack of Jake Gillespie or someone. You know what I mean? He'd be like, "Oh, yo, I got Takis. They don't keep Takis here. I got Taki. You want soda? I got you." And then you just pay them.
It's insane. I mean,
I love that. It's like respect, dude. That's so cool.
Well,
there was this guy in the bodega. He had shampoo in a backpack. He was trying to sell shampoo out of a backpack in New York.
Well,
and he's like, the shampoo here is way too expensive. I got you, bro. $3, I'll give you some shampoo. Like, he was just walking around with shampoo.
I mean, that's actually smart. If you stand around somewhere where like the shampoo's overpriced as shit, and you just like, you know what I mean. But my favorite thing, and what I've always wanted, is for there to be like, when I was in middle school, was for there to be a capitalistic system where you could like rise in the ranks through like trading cards or something, and you make it through doing work and like through manipulating people. I always wanted that because I was like, I'm 100% I could win that. But
you want to be the little finger? Do you want to be the little finger of what's it called? Oh yeah, watch Game of Thrones.
Just because it would be so fun. It would just be so fun, like eating and shit. I'd be a huge line cutter. Did you ever cut in line?
Of course.
Yeah,
dude. What I remember is the lines used to be so long in school that if you like waited in the whole line, you'd have like 10 minutes to eat.
Seriously, I mean that's the thing is I always cut, like in Foursquare and stuff, and the rules of cutting is if you cut and nobody notices, you're like him, and
that's the rules of life. That's the rules of life.
But if you cut and somebody notices, or if they notice like a minute later, apparently it's bad. But if they notice a minute later, I always stay there because I'm like, fuck you. Like,
hey, we got new Patreon members. Shout out AJ. Shout out Ananya Ragvignesh. I hope I said that somewhere close to correctly.
Probably didn't.
I'm an Indian, but I'm pretty white, man. I'll probably get that wrong. We have new jokes. Luke, you want to go first?
Nope, you go first.
Okay. Well, mine's an old joke, but I never did in stand-up, so it's new to stand-up. Yeah, and I really like it. It's kind of topical, too, where I'm like, I hate when people worship billionaires, like the Pope.
Yeah.
I like it.
Joke.
Luke really likes it. That's why I brought it back, because Luke was like, oh, you remember that old joke you used to have? What made you think of that?
It's topical.
What made you think of my brilliance? Like, some of my jokes just stick in your head so much, huh?
Well, no, it's topical, and it's literally perfect. Both parts of the joke are topical, which is it's very good because, you know, the fighting oligarchy, the like AOC and all those guys are talking about billionaires.
Thanks.
And like a ton of billionaires rolling. And then, you know, you bring up the social commentary right there of the Pope.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If there's social commentary in a one-liner, who else could do such a thing?
But yeah, it's really good. Yeah. You're next. You're gonna go.
Say more.
Yeah, whatever. But
all right, you got a joke. Let's hear it. I'm a shit on Luke's joke right now.
Okay, this is the reason I'm saying this premise is because like I don't have any other joke to say, but I still think it's a great joke, and I think I would 100% do it in stand-up because it's so correct, and the fact that I know I'm wrong within the joke is the best part.
Okay, what is this gonna be?
So, like a lot of kids at my school, right? They say the N-word, and they do it more like they say it like a good amount. Even my friends do, right? And I don't really care that much, but I like the thing I'm saying is like I do say the N-word, but I only like take it out on special occasions. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a glass of champagne or something. I throw it in there, you know? Like if it's somebody's birthday or something, I'm like,
because if you do it all the time, it has no weight to it.
Yes,
you want to drop it like 3 or 4 times a year.
That's what I do. And my friends are always like
if somebody's drinking from the wrong water fountain, you know?
Yeah. No, seriously, and it's like it's a pleasant surprise to them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, I didn't know you were a man of elegance as well. Like a tip of the hat to you.
So, when's the last time you said the N-word, Luke?
I don't remember the last time, but I do remember what started this fad. Is basically one time, the only time I've said it is when I was like the only time I've said it to a black person is my friend Rocco. We were in 8th grade, right? We were under the bed sheets because we were like on a overnight field trip in Washington D.C.
Luke says the N-word, no homo.
No. We were under the bed sheets. Both of us were shirtless. This was like a long story. Like there were like 6 guys in this room, but both of us were shirtless under the sheets. And he was like, he said some like really gay thing, like really gay, like it was like really gay. And so then I said, N-word, N-word, are you crazy? And then we both laughed because it was too perfect of a moment for me to not use it, right? And so obviously I don't do hard R, but it's just I like that joke because
okay, I've gone on this rant before, but what's the difference?
Okay,
between hard R and not hard R
is the hard R. It's not as funny. It's like it's not as like conversational.
Yeah, true. That's very true. That's very true.
Right? The hard R, it's like it's a period at the end of the sentence. It's like
all right, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, remember to
the A is the
subscribe.
looseness.
If you're listening on YouTube, subscribe, like, turn on notifications. Comment if Luke's racist. Comment if Luke's racist. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, remember to follow the show. Remember to leave us a 5-star review. And you can also comment. You can also comment if Luke's racist. So we're going to keep yapping on the Patreon, but we'll see you next week.
I just rolled up with the rocksters, stack breaking the block up. We don't deal with imposters, pop up. I just pulled up with a 5G, cooking up that 5G, revving like it's a rock.